Here we go, here's our new boiler. The one that we've been working on for some time now. So I'd just like to run through some of the features on it and show you what it looks like, because we're really rather proud of it. Okay, so I just wanted to spend a few minutes on this. Here we have the T500 from Still Spirits. Super product, as you know, it's been with us for many years and we have sold many thousands of them. Absolutely delighted with it, fabulous product. But I would just like to spend a little time talking about a new creation that we have. The new creation is a Spiritworks boiler. So this boiler is exclusively made to our specifications, and we've made it to be completely compatible with the Still Spirits Turbo 500 Column. Now, what I'd like to do is just run through some of the detail on the boiler as to why we think this actually enhances the product as a complete package. So on the boiler, we've got handles, which are really nice to get hold of, which help with lifting. They are coated in the rubber, black rubber vinyl here. We've also got a tap, which is a stainless steel tap, which has a locking device on it. So there's a little slide column that goes up and down here, which locks it in position. So when we move it up, we can turn the tap. When we move it down, it locks. So up, turn, lock. So then we don't risk anybody knocking this tap and obviously boiling water coming out. We've also got the end on the tap, which allows us to put a dump hose onto it, and we can connect that so that it runs actually through into our waste. You will see on the website that we've got different sizes. We've got 1 and 3 meter sizes on these, so you can buy those separately, and that will just connect onto the tap. So they're really nice as well. Just make life a lot easier actually getting rid of your waste. We've also got on the back, we've got a graduation, so 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. So you can see exactly how much liquid you've actually got going into it. We've also got a completely detachable electric supply. We think this is really nice because when you put it away, you can actually just put this straight inside your machine. And obviously, if anything does happen, it gets damaged, or you will have to run over it or whatever while it's on the floor, smash the plug end, you can buy these separately. So it does mean a lot easier for a ongoing situation. I'll just put that back in. There we go. And we have a 2 control switch. We've got a 500 watt and a 1750 watt. So maximum power, we'll put them both on, then we can run at 1750, or if we're only wanting a gentle heat, we're down to 500. On the front, we have a control panel, and the control panel, it's preset at 68. That's the default temperature, and that's for 3.5 hours. So we have the adjustment, so we can adjust the setting of the temperature up or down with the plus or minus knob. We've also got a time of boil. So that 3.5 hours, which is default, is the time of boil. So if we want to increase that or decrease it, again, we've got the settings that we can do. And the third setting is a delay time. So we can start it in half an hour, in 45 minutes. Again, we've got the plus or minus and we've got the set. So we've got a lot more flexibility with the control panel. Now, the thing that I really like as well about the control panel is our starting temperature is 20. So if we're going to do a boil for a distillation, then we need that temperature to be up around the 90 plus if we've got a wash in there. I know distillation says 78 to 82, but there are reasons as to why, which I'm not going to go into now, why we actually need a higher temperature than that to get the boil going. But obviously we can save some electricity on the actual boil by having it set to certain levels. We've also got the facility then that we could set at 68, which is the average temperature most people would use for sparging. So if you want to use this to sparge, if you're doing a grain brew or anything like that, you've got the facility with this. As I said to you before, we've got a temperature set at 20, that's the start. Now, if we're doing a fermentation, The really great thing is that a fermentation at between 20 and 25, if we can preset the temperature, we're going to get a more fantastic fermentation. So if we want a temperature of 20, we set this to 20. If we want 22, 24, 26, whatever the temperature is for the fermentation, we've got a preset here. So no need to worry about immersion heaters, brew belts, heat trays, or anything like that. We've got it all in the actual unit here itself. So we've got a combined unit here, the Spiritworks boiler, which allows us to do distillation, utilising the Still Spirits T500 Column. We've got the facility to be able to do sparging, and we've also got the facility to be able to do a fermentation. So we think we've actually got a complete boiler. Now, just to put the icing on the top, we've also got, with this boiler, a jacket. So this is the insulation jacket that we put on the boiler, and it's quite simple. It goes into position, that goes there, it wraps around, and it attaches at the back.